So today I realized a concept, okay? You see, in life, the people that are successful do things a bit differently versus the people that are losers, that are not successful, so to speak. And I would say it is one concept. I call it the resistance of the CFCs, the cravings for comfort. You see, in life, a lot of times you have cravings. What are the cravings for comfort? What are the comfort that you want? When you feel comfortable, right? Where, okay, what the cravings is. Some people are comfort in being in a state of lust, so they can jerk off so they can come. And some people want to be in a state of eating. They want to eat a lot. Some people want to be comfortable, want to be warm. That's one of them as well. Want to not be fatigued, want to be full of energy, want to be not tired. And those are the stuff that, in order for you to be successful, you see, you need to resist them. When you don't resist them, that's when things go wrong. That's when things not going to go right. You see, and that's what I realized, because when I do this challenge that I have, it's like 6 hours of work. But always, most likely, always, all of the time, halfway through doing some work, maybe like 30 minutes into it, maybe the first 20 minutes I was into it, but around the 30-minute mark, my body is telling me, hey, you are fatigued, take a rest, because that was my comfort zone. But I know that in order for me to expand that comfort zone, aka for me to expand my results, I have to expand my comfort zone, right? You see, your comfort zone is like here. Let's say this is your comfort zone now. For you to be able to get to wherever you want to be, because you are where you are because of your comfort. So your comfort is this small. And if you expand your comfort zone, all of a sudden you're taking in all the results. And that's the thing that I realized, that in order to get the results that you want, you need to be able to resist the cravings for comfort. And if you don't, baby, this is not going to work, okay? I said, I'm not sure whether I remember that I mentioned this. Comfort, there's lust, there is hunger, there is fatigue, there is tiredness, and most of the stuff. And really, I realized to be able to be successful, I have to be able to resist the CFCs. The craving will come for I have to combat, I have to resist the craving. And as soon as I resist the craving, and my body understand that I am not going to back down, you see, that's when my body starting to free yourself, so to speak. And that's the resistance. And all of a sudden, your comfort zone is expanding. When your comfort zone expanding, that is when your results expand as well. Is it really that simple, to be honest? The execution is hard, to be honest. The execution is not going to be easy. But in order for you to grow the way you want to grow, it has to be like that. It has to be like that. But it's your choice. You can choose, and there's no right or wrong. The guy that want to be a garbage man and be able to be a garbage man, or the litter person, whoever you call them, that guy, if he actually doesn't mind doing that, he can go to the pub every single night, or go to the pub on Friday and Saturday, watch their favorite football team. Or you're American, you've heard of soccer. Then do that. if that's actually what makes you truly happy, and you don't have the ambition to be the millionaire and stuff like that, who gives a damn? You enjoy yourself, you're being a good force in the world, you're being a good, productive member of society. I understand about potential and stuff like that. Most people have potential. But yeah, at least if you're gonna waste your potential, at least have fun with it. That's why I say. And to be honest, the last few years I've been wasting my potential. But nevertheless, I do have some fun. So I wasn't regretting that to say, but at the same time, I know that I was starting late. I start 27 years old, and I know that my habits, right, my bad habits have been going for so long, going for 7 years, and plus 7 years, plus it's going for 16 years really. So that needs to be changed. If I want to be wherever I want to be, I have to expand the comfort zone. So now the comfort zone is working 6 hours, right? Maybe eventually the comfort zone will be working for 8 hours, 10 hours. It could be doing solving problems for the bank because I make 100K a day. Those are the problems that I need to decide that I want to solve and don't mind solving. Okay, IC is something I made up as well. It's called the inconvenience. There's two stages of inconvenience. The thing that you don't want to do, but you know that you need to do in order to advance in whatever your goal is. Let me say that again. IC is inconvenience. IC are the inconvenience, but it basically means the inconvenient things for emotion to deal with, to do, in order for you to get to where you want to be in your advancement of your goals. Those that I see, and there's two stages. Number one is you just doing them. Number two is where you're doing them properly, where you're actually putting all your input, your focus, your proactive focus into the task. And that's stage two. And when you do that, a lot of times you will face resistance from your brain because your brain wants to have certain level of comfort. But in order for you to push through the quantity, the amounts that you do, the ICs, and the amounts, the quantity to engage in those IC work, you will have to be able to resist the CFCs in the world. And it's not easy. It's really difficult. It's very difficult. But as you keep going, you are going to learn something. But you just have to keep going. It's simple, but at the same time, it's rough for your body emotion. When nothing, as I say, Mike Richard, I think, says YouTuber talks about it. Is that nothing feels better than your emotions, and nothing feels worse than your emotions. Okay, but in life, you gotta decide that if you want to live a full life, you need to enjoy every single emotion that's happening. Whether it's too intuitive as it sounds, even though it's sadness, it's grief, it's disappointment, frustration, all of that, you need to be able to tell yourself that I don't mind dealing with them as long as those will help me grow in the future. If you decide that that is what it is going to be, and you're actually executing on it, and you're able to resist the CFC, the comfort for craving, then you will have a great life. Then your life will be amazing. It will be better than you think. And this is the concept I have at the moment. I know I couldn't probably enunciate the stuff really well and whatever. And also you can see sometimes my accent change a little bit because here's the thing, I was watching a lot about Bruce Lee about charisma, and I understand something. I realized that I want to practice my charisma. And sometimes when you practice something, here's the thing that Julian Blanc talks about it, right? RSD Julian, if you know who he is, you know who he is, Father J. He talks about one thing, that when you do something, when you learn a new technique of whatever you do, let's say it's basketball or football or MMA or boxing, you learn the jab, but if you're doing the jab all wrong, but you don't have to snap, or you do like this, or you do like this, and you've been practicing these habits for so long that when you try to change to a proper one, it will look awkward at first, and sometimes you would go back to do the default, but eventually you will have to keep practicing that. And that's the IC, you have to inconvenience yourself, maybe inspiring. You have to remind yourself that you cannot do this, you have to do this. And you might have worse results for the next 2 weeks, but you keep going. That technique you learn is going to be part of you. And this is what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be more charismatic in my words. The words that come out of my mouth. Yesterday I was speaking really fast, so today I'm trying to speak more slow, and with charisma, like Bruce Lee, one of my favorite idol. I don't know. I know that, to be honest. I'm not doing really well at the moment, but as I keep practicing, I'll be better. If I keep practicing, it will feel uncomfortable at a certain time. To be honest, I was literally recording this video. The first 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, I feel a little bit uncomfortable because I understand that I'm trying to be something that I'm really not naturally is. But that is my comfort zone. So now I expand my comfort zone in real time, and you can see it. Sometimes, if you watch the whole thing now, I congratulate you. You have a patience. You have the attention span of the top 0.01%. But most of you are not gonna be watching this, be looking at this. So maybe only my hardcore fans in the future, because now I got no fans. And it doesn't matter to me because I'm using this platform in order to improve myself. I have this imagination, I have this vision that eventually one day, maybe not, but maybe one day, that I will record better and better videos. And then eventually some people look up to me. Some people see, hey, that's the Asian guy, like me, he look like me. He's not the Andrew Tate, he's not big, strong, 6'3", kickboxing world champion, half white, half black. Not like Tristan Tate. Not like a basketball player like a LeBron James, not a rapper, a cool rapper, a cool black rapper with the dreads and stuff like that, or not like the reggaeton artist, whatever it is. They don't have, but they look at me and they say, hey, this guy look like me, and this guy have shitty videos, okay? And I record this, right? So in the future, everybody could look back now and say, hey man, damn, this was you? I can be that too. I can be wherever you want to be too. Because a lot of times that's the come up story. That's not the come up story. People always take videos and stuff like that when they are up there. But when they're down there, they are so hard on working, they forgot to document their life. But I am going to document every single part of my life. I won't say every single part of my life. I document every single part of life, but I show only a few parts, you see. So I'm so looking forward to whatever is going to happen in the future. Hopefully there's no digression. And if there's digression, I will be back. As Luke Belmer said, I heard from the other day that amazing entrepreneur, amazing people, greatest people in the world have one trait. Their resilience. They'll be able to fall down 7 times and get back 8 times. And each time they get up, they are more enthusiastic and more determined than the last time because they learn, or he himself understand he's putting up a resistance to CFC, to the cravings for comfort. I'm gonna speak Chinese。中文即係其實頭先即係講得唔係咁好，想扮下嘢，扮下李小龍咁，但係扮到扮唔到。但係啊，就係話俾你知啊，呢樣嘢就係、如果你真係想進步嘅話，你要做呢個 resistance of CFC CFC craving for comfort。即係如果你有啲做嘅嘢咧，你想賺錢或者乜嘢嘅話，你一定會要去做啲你唔想做嘅嘢，因為如果你想做嘅話，你一早做咗啦，係咪啊？你知㗎，其實你知你做功課嘅話，你細個做功課嘅話，你係知道自己要做功課㗎，你知道自己做功課，知道自己温書㗎。點解你唔温書啊？因為你個腦入邊，你嗰個叫咩 identity， 呢個 identity 係話我唔係一個讀書嘅人。如果你唔係一個讀書嘅人，點解你要讀書咧？如果你唔係一個叻嘅，你係覺得你唔係叻嘅，因為你係爸爸媽咪或者可能你老師話你係蠢嘅，係咪？話你咁蠢㗎你，係咪？跟住你腦入邊就話好蠢，我蠢。如果你蠢嘅話，你點會去温書咧？即係如果你蠢嘅話，如果你腦入邊你係話自己你蠢嘅，你唔會去温書嘅。點解咧？因為温書嚟做咩啫？我咁蠢，係咪？所以呢啲嘢係其實係你爸爸媽咪係，我爸爸媽咪都有時係咁嘅，或者我係親戚，但係嗰啲唔係佢哋嘅錯，係咪？但而家如果你大個仔咧，你就要知道係你自己嘅錯誤，係咪？你知道係自己可以改嘅。而家大個仔啦，行出自己嘅路，係咪？有大把人，好多人咧都會行呢邊嘅路，好似一樣咁跟住羊群。但如果你想進步，你想做一個最高百分比嘅人，你想做啲係最偉大嘅人，你要自己行呢個孤獨嘅路。有時孤獨，其實唔係孤獨嘅，因為如果你要行嗰邊咧，你有見過係幾個人，係咪？如果羊群嘅話，其實你係做啲 friend 係其實唔知，你係唔知係真係唔係佢係你想做 friend 嘅人。但係如果你喺嗰邊咧，行孤獨嘅路咧，你個個都有一種心靈嘅感應，你可以知道都知道大家係有一個艱苦嘅經歷，呢啲嘢就係一個好好嘅bonding。而家講下英文都唔識講中文，而家英文又唔識，中文又唔識，拜拜啦。